the hearse, and we're 2 days into daylight savings time, and man, it is rough. I am here to tell you. But anyway, we will continue on. The hearse. So I did manage to get the curtains and the photo etch in there, and I removed one of the masking tape, and there you can see the custom personalized etch on the hearse. So it looks pretty slick. I didn't go with the silver. I actually painted one on there. I really didn't like it. I thought it looked just didn't look great. I think the brass looks more vibrant, richer, if you will. So there you have it. So I'm going to pull the tape off, and I'm basically ready to assemble the main body to the chassis. And I got a little bit of a tire duty to do after that. But anyway, that's pretty darn slick, and it makes it look very, very cool. So anyway, it'll look a whole lot better once we get the body onto the chassis. So anyway, we're getting closer to finishing the hearse, and then we'll start the ambulance, and we're basically kind of going to do the same thing with the etch like we are with the on the ambulance. It'll just be incorporated in the ambulance as well. But anyway, there is that. The doggy, I was in the process of, and the question's been asked. I need to paint the organs, and I will paint the organs, and there's some that are a little bit different colors. But first, we're going to do a wash, and I use Mr. Detailer, and this is red, and I actually just put one deal on the tongue and the throat here, and a little bit on the lungs, and I'm just going to do the whole thing. And then I want to take basically a rag and a little bit of water, and basically, if you never messed with the Detailer, it water activated. You can take a water and your rag, and you can wash it off, and it'll just basically, you get the highlights off, and it'll recess in the corners, which is what we want. And then I'll go in, and I'm not actually going to paint, for example, totally paint a organ. I'm probably going to do some dry brushing. That way I'll have the effect of the red wash, and then, which to me it's almost wet, and it'll look more realistic. And then dry brush, whatever color. Say this is supposed to be a bluish color, I'll dry brush a little blue on there just to make it just a tad bit different. But anyway, I got to go look through. I got to go look at pictures of dog guts and figure out what colors look on the organs. But anyway, that's where I am on that. So hopefully I can get a little bit more today. That's the game plan anyway. I didn't get to do anything on the Erdelay. I basically daylight savings time kind of killed decal mode here. But anyway, I'll continue on. I just need to put on some other ones. I noticed that the decals didn't come with the sensor bands. I think Starship Modeler in the little decal downloadable section, I think they have a set where you can print them out, and I'll print them out on decal film here wherever I got it. And that's not white. They actually, place I bought it, they actually had clear on white background, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'll probably print some out, and because I don't paint those, there ain't no way I couldn't paint them straight. So decals is the way to go. So anyway, got to look at that. Hopefully, I like to get a little more decals on, and then get the sensor bands on, and then we can start getting all the fun stuff on there. The Falcon Prize, I'm down to painting. I did get the red dome on. I did get the blue dome on, and I'm basically down to painting it. It's basically a light gray, and it's kind of like I want to say like the Galactica. It's almost like a light blue gray kind of. I mean, that's just the way the lights appear to be in the film. But anyway, it'll probably just be a light gray, almost like a primer you know, not dark primer, but lighter primer gray. Basically, best way to explain it. And I got to come up with 25441, which is the number that goes on the back of the cell, and then there's a 3 that goes right there in the front. So I'm thinking about using, where did I have it at? Thought about using some tank decals. I think that's what they might have done. It's now this is a 72nd scale. I think they probably used the 35th one, and I got a bunch of those. So I may dig them out and see how close they are to the scale of that. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge. Or if I could just try to find a font, I'll just print it out and you know, put it on decal film or use some stencils. Who knows? We'll just see how well it does. But anyway, very fun build. Can't wait to paint it and basically hang it on the ceiling at the hobby store, because I want to know if people know what it is once they you know, see it hanging, if they know it is from a movie. But anyway, that's what I've got going today. I am struggling through the time change, but we're going to try to continue on with the decals on the Ertl A. Getting ready to rip the tape off to reveal the personalized photo etch on the hearse, and we are starting to do a wash on the visible dog. So that's what I've got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.